We want to be the men that conduct and direct our own lives in a manner that befits our characteristics of masculinity. It's time we embrace the powerful role of responsibility. Better men choosing to place yourself in a position that transitioned from the old irresponsible boy into the new responsible man, and project yourself into the trajectory of rising above and beyond. Become a better man than you were yesterday. This is the Better Man channel, where it's all about rising above the less than standards that society would impose upon us and becoming a man of men. My name is Jaron, a former irresponsible guy who has chosen to take the responsible route. Irresponsibility. We know it is an issue, especially in this entitled and soft generation. And I believe many times we distort the very mechanisms behind responsibility by associating it with a negative connotation, right? We've heard it, or we've said it, oh man, I've got to adult today. I have to be an adult in this manner. I have to do this. I have to do that. And we paint responsibility in this negative light. I have to pay bills. I have to go to work. I have to do this. God, I wish I was free from all these responsibilities. And in doing so, we strip away the very power that responsibility gives us. Responsibility always breeds opportunity. Think about it. When we take responsibility, when we take ownership of any situation, it presents us with the opportunity to grow, to learn, to adapt, to adjust, to become a better person. Instead of saying I have to be responsible, I get to embrace the power, the gift that responsibility holds, the opportunity to have an opportunistic living, an opportunistic lifestyle that presents me with opportunities to become a better version. Every situation, whether it seems good or whether it seems bad, whether it's a failure or whether it's a success, when we decide to take responsibility for each situation presented us, we now hold the power to shape that situation that best suits us. Instead of pointing fingers, instead of blaming, instead of wanting to pass the buck to someone else, we take ownership and say, this is my responsibility. I hold the power to shape this situation as a man. I'm going to hold this in my hands, begin to mold it and shape it into an opportunity that presents me with something bigger, something better. It's time we quit shirking away our responsibilities. Take ownership of our life. We are men wanting to remove ourselves from the negativity, the limitations, the conditioned norms of society, and to begin to direct our own course. And there's no better way than to direct your path, chart your own route, than taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility for the situations presented you. And yes, it may not be my fault that I'm surrounded by shit. It may not be my fault that this current state of society is demised. It is not my fault that the role of masculinity is diminished. But I'm going to take responsibility for my part. What can I do to shape my course? What can I do to begin to shape my identity? What can I begin to do to see opportunities in every situation, whether good or bad? I'm no longer going to sit back in the smoke and whine and cry and say, oh God, it's just burning in hell. What can I do? No, I'm going to grab hold of my responsible duty to be a man and use the gifts, the talents, the strengths, the characteristics of masculinity to improve my life by taking ownership of every damn situation I'm presented, knowing that all things are going to work out for my good because I am in control. I'm taking ownership of the good, the bad, the successes, the failures, and begin to shape my life in accordance with my values, my beliefs, my strengths, my talents, my goals, my dreams, my direction. I'm not going to give up and give in by whining and complaining. I'm taking responsibility of every damn situation in my life. Whether good, whether bad, whether success, whether failure, and I'm going to begin to shape it and see the opportunity in every and each situation as a man taking ownership of my life. No more complaining, no more whining, no more irresponsibility. I choose the responsible role of being a man and conducting my life in a manner that directs me to a higher living style. higher standards, higher living. The means of a responsible life always leads to a valuable, honorable, purposeful end. We want to be the men that conduct and direct our own lives in a manner that befits our characteristics of masculinity. It's time we embrace the powerful role of responsibility. Every area of your life holds the power to be shaped and directed if you will take responsibility for your part in directing your own life. You are a man of responsibility. You are a man of masculinity. It is your role to become a responsible man so that society can see you as the example they need to see. It's a powerful, amazing gift to be a man of responsibility, to be a man of ownership. You guys will see me next video.